have to turn your mic down on that.
A little technicalities. Cause man, send up these cameras, but we be wanting to give y'all the best quality that we can give y'all. So sometimes we be having to move and shake and move things around to get them right.
Facts.
But
nevertheless, welcome
that
back.
remind me of that guy who did them P-Valley updates on TikTok. Do you remember him?
No.
Who he would always be eating some ice cream. I forgot his name, but he would always be like, nevertheless, Uncle Clifford. Now, when you was in the pink and you had them, and then, but that was always what he said. Nevertheless, that's exactly what I miss the pink.
I do too.
But I read that article that they got renewed for like season 3 and 4.
Good.
So
good,
I don't know if how real that is.
I love seeing murder on my screen. Little murder.
And he just got married, or they had their wedding. You know, some people be married and they don't have no whatever. He just had a wedding. So shout out to Lil Murder and his wife and all of that. They look beautiful.
So pretty.
They look beautiful. I wish y'all the best. Shout out to Lil Murder. Lil Murder fine. You got you one, girl, because that man ain't he tall. Fine. He like 6'3".
I know.
Like y'all can't tell on the camera because most mean actors are like short.
So fine.
But that man is tall because I saw him and Uncle Clifford is tall. That's how I know he's tall too. How Lil Murder is tall. That. Uncle Clifford a big body biz.
I think they knew that.
Well,
I think the camera can't hide.
Look, Lil Murder is not no small. He ain't Lil Murder. He really is Big Murder. He really is Big Murder.
Not the little one.
Ooh, Lord. Yeah. Speaking of the internet, I ain't want to talk about this, but I feel like we should talk about this because it's one of those things where like he doing too much not to talk.
Y'all already. First of all, welcome back to another episode of Black Bougie and About It.
Yes.
So let's just say that. How y'all doing? Good.
I'm Albany.
I'm Jessica.
And this is where you get real, raw, and rich conversation.
Period.
Because if this is your first time tuning in, we want y'all to know what the, blah,
blah,
blah.
Is.
But we better
get back into y'all little crazy cousin.
Because, baby, y'all crazy cousin from the south side of Chicago. Where the fuck this nigga from?
Child.
He has lost it. He has. Because I was going to let him slide. Not slide, but I wasn't going to talk about when he had the whole Paris Fashion Week shirts and all. But this went on Drink Champs and just started.
Say about him. Do that one more time. Oh, yeah, okay.
That's what it's like. It's just spewing shit out his mouth. Just spewing shit.
No, really. I don't know.
And if y'all know what I'm talking about,
obviously Kanye.
I don't even know his Kanye was Sean West. I don't know.
Hey, Jamal. Y'all leave a comment below if you agree or if you think like Kanye makes points or something. Tell us your viewpoint on Kanye. He used to make
points, but this shit he been doing lately, like, okay, like for instance, I could understand kind of sort of what he meant when he said, and I think we talked about this on the podcast. If you're an early listener, when he said slavery was a choice, I don't agree, and I don't think he was right. But I could see where the logic would come from by these group of people deciding to continually, does it make sense to me? No. But do I understand how you could come to that point? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But this shit that he just said, and I'm glad the people suing his ass, the shit he said about George Floyd.
Yeah. I think some of the things or like the theories, rather, don't look at my broke nail. I just broke it when I was setting this table up.
Look, they didn't see me on here.
We be working hard, okay? But I think some of the theories that he say out loud are just that. They're theories.
Yeah.
And so instead of saying like, excuse me, I was reading over this and
I came to the conclusion.
I have some questions, or I'm wondering, if it's more slaves on the plantation than it is, owners, why didn't they just overthrow them or whatever? But instead of phrasing it like that, he phrases it like these are actual factual things. Yeah. And so people are gonna come behind you and be like, okay, that sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? But if you said, just hypothetically speaking or whatever, now,
or from my opinion, or from my viewpoint,
like why aren't there more Nat Turners of the world or whatever? Like instead of like posing logical questions, he just kind of like goes off on these random tangents that don't make any sense for real, and like they aren't like going anywhere. Like anytime I watch any of his interviews, it's like, What we talking about?
Y'all know who
You know
he
what I'm
reminds
saying?
me of, like interview wise? Kanye and R. Kelly. Like, cause that Gayle interview, and when I watched that Gayle interview with R. Kelly and Kanye's interview, it's very much like cut from the same cloth. Y'all ain't talking about the same shit, but the behavior is very like, I don't know what's the word, theatrical. You know, like it's very like, I'm doing this, saying this. Is this my camera?
Mix in a little bit of
narcissism.
That, yes,
a lot of
that.
A lot of it,
a big scoop of that, a helping of that. But if you ever watch the the Kevin Hart Heart to Heart series that he does, he did an interview with Mike Tyson. Let me tell you something.
I like Mike though.
I like Mike Tyson. I like
Mike his reformed Mike Tyson, because I ain't go. He has a past. He done did fucked up shit, but
I can't tell you what that interview was about. It's like Kevin Hart would ask him a question, and Mike Tyson would end up like he could ask him about fighting, and then he end up talking about like movies and his childhood. Weed. So that's how I feel about Kanye. Like even when he made the Lizzo comments and stuff, that man ain't asking about no damn Lizzo.
Talking about me and Lizzo. Lizzo got the same trainer as my cousin, and y'all be walking around thinking it's so cool to be big, and it's the bots. This nigga said it's the bots.
This man is crazy.
The bots that are commenting on Lizzo's Instagram to praise her for losing weight.
Oh, it could be though.
To perpetuate. But my thing is,
here's the thing, that could actually be right.
But why don't they didn't ask you about that? Did that man did not sit here and say, do your cousin go to the same trainer as Lizzo? Do you know about Lizzo's trainer? Do you know about the bots on Lizzo's page? They didn't say shit about Lizzo, but you just decided to throw Lizzo
all that information out.
Didn't nobody ask you for that. We asked you about the Gap, Yeezy, and everything else.
Now, see, this is the thing too. Some of the stuff that Kanye says, it is like it is like true. Like people be talking about it all the time. But something right now in his head says, let me say all this shit out loud. Like when he be talking about the Jewish media and all that, like they're trying to make it like he's making anti-Semitic remarks. He's not. He's not saying anything about Jewish people. He's saying that like Jewish people control the like the powers that be.
This reminds me of the Nick Cannon situation.
Yes, like a lot
only
of them,
the Jewish comments. The rest of the shit Kanye's talking about.
A lot of them control like music industries and like big businesses and stuff. So when he says like the Jewish media, he's saying if you say anything against these people, they cancel you, or they cancel your show, or they make it hard for you to work or whatever. That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, we always say that about like the entertainment industry. You know, whoever is.
I think it's when you because being, and people correct me if it's wrong, Jewish is a religion, right? Not a race.
Yeah.
And I think when you start singling people out because of their religion, that's when people start taking offense to it. I think if you would have said it's white Jewish people who, instead of saying Jewish people, then it probably would have.
I'm not Jewish, so I guess I can't say what they should and shouldn't be offended by.
I can't say
but
that
I think it's weird how people are more outraged about like him saying the Jewish media than all of the other crazy black remarks and anti-black remarks that he makes. Like
again, it's the same thing as the Nick Cannon situation. Yeah. He did not. Nick Cannon has been saying wild shit for years, okay? But he didn't lose or almost lose everything until he said some shit about Jewish people. So I don't know, but sometimes I'm baffled by the George Floyd comments. Like, no offense to the Jewish people, and if we have Jewish listeners, but I'm not like super ingrained or familiar with everything that goes on in the Jewish world besides like, you know, Nazis and all that history. So I didn't like the Jewish comments didn't bother me, if I'm being quite honest. But the George Floyd shit, that's what bothered me, because you're getting on a platform with men of color. And that's another thing. I also had an issue with Nori and everybody else in the room, because they allowed him to kind of go on this tangent instead of stopping him.
He on an apology tour now.
Yeah, I heard his Breakfast Club apology, and he said, he did say something further in the interview, but he was too far gone, so it probably didn't come across the way he meant it. But my thing is, like, as a black man interviewing another black man on a black platform, hell, you just won a BET Hip Hop Award for having this platform. So it's like, to allow this man to come on your platform? Because this is the very reason that I think last week LeBron and his team came out and said they won't be airing Kanye's episode because he came on there talking all that shit about the Jewish people and the Black Lives Matter and all of that. So LeBron James' team, I think Maverick or whoever his name from his show, who produces his show, The Shop, said that they weren't airing the episode. They were just going to cut it out.
Why do they even now? Okay, here's the thing. Right now, because he acting a damn fool, and people know that like folks want to see Kanye like spiral and talk crazy shit. It's kind of become like that train you can't stop watching from the train wreck you can't stop watching. Like they're using him too. Yeah. Like when he's on CNN, which why is he on CNN talking to Chris Cuomo?
Or when he did that interview with what was it, the yoga company Aloe? I'm like, Kanye don't even do no damn. He ain't did a downward dog a day in his life.
They're using him just as much as he's using them to like stay, I guess, relevant or to get attention or whatever. So they using him to really as a distraction for real. So it's like I want number one take issue with the fact that they even talking to him. Yeah, that's number one. Because if you already know like what his MO is, and you are a black network or a black led show, why would you even invite him to come on your show?
Maybe it's like an intervention.
I don't think so. Because it's like that's one thing about us. We try to like lift up and save everybody, and sometimes they ass is unsavable.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? He been spiraling for years now. I don't think one interview or one meeting with these people who he always shit on folks anyway. Yeah. I don't think one talk with them is gonna do anything. But I think a lot of folks need their views and their ratings up, so they let him come on their show. You know what I'm saying? But Nori and them, if you watch Drink Champs, they don't hold anybody to the fire. They're literally drinking and smoking while they're interviewing them. Yeah. It's more of a feel-good kind of a show. So he's not the kind of like interviewer at all that's going to be like, well, that's going to challenge him for real. So he did exactly what I thought he would do, which was nothing. He just let him talk. Last time when he was on there, Kanye made all those weird remarks about Big Sean, about Drake, about his album and yada yada yada. They just let him talk. All that shit went viral. They gonna let his ass talk again, so all that shit can go viral. The only difference is now it got taken down.
Okay, I was about to say I don't know. They got that lawsuit. I think that shit got snatched.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like in their mind, they don't give a fuck what he's saying or like what he's talking about. They just want his ass to come on there so they can get the views. So, like, I think
Norris seeing that shit got a negative downside to it now. You doing shit for the clickbait and all the time, and it ain't worth the clickbait.
So, I think sometimes we have to have integrity and like give a fuck about stuff that we doing, so that like we don't. I don't know.
Again, I think that if you gonna bring Kanye Jamal West or whatever his name is on your show as a black person,
doing it.
Yeah, stop doing it. But if you're gonna do it and you're a black person, make sure, like, how was the word? Make sure it's a space that people can leave from feeling fulfilled, not more empty,
like actual meaningful conversation.
Yeah, because like the count from LeBron's show even came out and said up with an apology to the team, like a public apology to the team because of all the shit that Kanye had said during the show, and they were like, "This is not what we stand for. Our workers shouldn't have to hear this, experience this." So it's just kind of like think about the bigger picture of it all, like you said, before you bring him on there, if you're gonna bring him on there in the first place. Because honestly, at this point, what is Kanye promoting? He ain't promoting no music, no shoe. The deal Adidas done, Gap done. So I'm not understanding what we keep even him on talk about, because he has nothing to talk about. My bad. Talk about. So like,
yeah, that's how I feel. Oh well, if you pay attention, I feel like maybe he'll get some clarity and go or something. I feel like that's how he does. It's like attention, and it's, I don't know, he's just annoying.
Since we talking about rap, I put this out of order.
Yeah.
Let's get into this other rap stuff going on, because baby, let's get ready to rumble, because baby, the girls,
that's giving me a A twerk.
Oh, my bad. The girls been going at it on the inner web for like the last month.
I can't wait to edit this.
Cause baby,
you stupid, bro.
It's been Cardi versus Akbar, Cardi versus JT, Suki versus Chica, Nikki versus Lotto, her versus her, up versus down, side versus side, left versus right. It's been a lot of.
It's been a whole lot of.
It's just. Every time I go to bed, I wake up, it's another rap girl beefing with another rap girl. So
can't we all just get along?
No, bitches don't do that. Okay,
no. So I guess recently, the most recent one was what?
Nikki and Lotto.
Yeah, Nikki and Lotto.
Okay,
so it's not that bad to me. Like I feel like, first of all, Nicki Minaj is too fucking old to be doing this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can start.
Let's just start there.
Let's start with you got on Beyonce's internet and started all this shit over shit that didn't even happen yet. The Grammy nominations have not dropped, y'all. Like, they haven't happened yet. So Nicki got mad over like hearsay, like through the grapevine.
But they probably be knowing.
I mean, they be knowing, but they haven't officially like.
But they be probably
to nobody.
Knowing. Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. But and first, let me unpopular opinion. Maybe I actually agree with her point, her initial point of if you gonna move my pop song, then songs that are similar to this should also be considered pop songs.
I agree.
What I don't agree with is when you start pulling names out the hat because they ain't got nothing
now
to do
you
with
being
that.
nasty.
Yeah, now you picking, now you bullying because you can say, hey. What's the song? Freaky Girl need to be if Freaky Girl pop song. All the other rap songs that sound similar to my song or sample pop songs should also be considered pop songs. But again, when you go and you say, well, Lotto, Big Energy should also be more now you starting shit, and you can't say you wasn't trying to start shit.
Yeah. Now I agree with her. I feel like if they gonna move her song, then they should move Big Energy because that was, and then she had Mariah Carey on the remix. Yeah, so it's like, come on now, you know.
It definitely is a poppy song.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, she ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. Nikki's one of those people. She's like the aunties where she can like dish it, but she can't take
at
it
all.
Because she start a lot of shit, and then when people come at her and say whatever they're gonna say, then it's like, oh well, you should be bowing down because,
or you've been a fan of me, you've been begging for a feature,
and you've been begging for features. Which I read the DMs, the screenshots of the DMs that she put up that Lotto sent her. That girl did not beg her for nothing.
She greeted her. She said, "I respect you. I'm a fan of your work." You know,
like that sounded like a very respectful, professional DM from somebody who like loves your music. Is trying to be respectful, trying not to like come off a certain way. Like, hey, I did this. You know, if you get time to listen to it, whatever. That girl was not in your DMs. Like, please. You know, like, hey, did you listen to it? Did you listen to it? That girl was not in her DMs.
She wasn't groveling at all.
That kind of made me mad for Lotto because I'm like, yeah, she really like
reaching.
But I don't know. Nicki Minaj.
And then calling her Karen and all of that. Like, it was just, to me, Nicki was doing too much over something that, again, don't got shit to do with Lotto. Like, if you don't get on the internet or on your platform and talk about nomination shit, then talk about, okay, and she mentioned it, but then she continued to go on about Lotto. She said, you know, I think she said something about, y'all know what's been going on. She tried to make it a black thing, which Nicki I'm gonna be honest with my good auntie. Nicki, you only give a fuck about black shit or Black Lives Mattering and all of this shit when it benefits you. But anytime anything else be happening to black women and black people and all this, it be very much dead silence.
Yep.
But you want to get on the internet and be like, oh, they doing this to black women, the Grammys, they want to keep us down, but where was you all these other times?
My thing is, you can't be out here talking about, oh, we're solo pro, but then any other interaction that you have with black women or black rappers or people that's doing your same thing is negative. What they do that in?
And she really is like, you're digging yourself in the heart. Nicki, I don't even know if you're gonna ever see this, but you literally fucking yourself up. Like, people have a reverence for you because if we're being honest, and anybody who's a music person knows, for at least a decade straight, Nicki was the only female rapper. She was the main one on the pop songs, on the country songs, on the R&B songs, on the rap songs. She was on every single radio station. She was on everybody's shit. Yeah. But then guess what? You made the decision as a grown-ass woman to go do some things that a lot of people don't agree with. So you can't get mad at what happened to your career when you go and do shit like marry a rapist. Or support your brother who also happens to be a rapist.
Yeah, and then when people was like, well, she wasn't worried about him being a rapist when she was asking you for the feature and all that stuff. It's like, I mean, but hell, she wasn't worried about her being a Karen when she was telling her she'll be on the next song, or when she writes something else, she'll be on that. Like, I don't know. I think, and then too, y'all know when folks argue, you going tit for tat, you gonna say whatever is gonna hurt somebody's feelings. So of course that's that red button right there. So yeah, I don't know. Nicki Minaj, of course, like we love Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj. Yeah. I've always been a fan, but she do a lot of corny ass shit. Yeah, it is not. It's corny as fuck to be sitting up beefing with all these people.
All these young rappers
look bothered. You look bothered. You look jealous. You going out sad, sis. And on the other end of that, some of the times that she does put music out, it's not always good. Like,
I didn't like Super Freaky Girl. I don't care what nobody says.
I didn't too much like Super Freaky Girl either. She always puts out something that's like kind of pop. That's not like,
and it's a sample.
Well, yeah, but it's like she always put out something that kind of like don't hit. But then she might do like the song "Do We Have a Problem?" whatever. Like I like that song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like up hit or miss for me.
She ain't came out with an album since 2018, 2017.
No, and honestly, their album wasn't like amazing. It was mid. You know what I'm saying? Mid. So she doing all of this, but
grasping for straws.
Your work is not speaking for itself. Like it's only so long people gonna be like, well, you know, she just get on my. Feel like she really like tarnishing her legacy by keeping up a lot of this old shit. Y'all better take another look and just don't say shit.
Because the only time she addressed some shit is when she came out with Bow Down, and she still didn't say no names. But we all knew she was talking about Keisha Coleslaw. Okay.
Okay. She was talking about Keisha Cole?
Yeah. Because it was she came out with Bow Down. Now check my internet, people check check the records and all of that, the history book.
I thought Keisha got mad after the song came out.
It was she came out with Bow Down after Keisha because it was something that they did at the Beyonce did at the BET Awards, or like Kelly did something, and then Keisha tweeted about Beyonce or Kelly and Beyonce or somebody Destiny's Child, and then a couple months later, that's when Bow Down came out.
I mean, well, not all of that, she'll send your ass a cease and desist. So you can't even talk about me. And I like to see that. That's the kind of nasty work I like.
You work smarter, not harder. Because a real business bitch ain't going to get on the internet bargaining about shit that don't got shit to do with shit.
You're a queen. Go do queen-like things. And stop being mad about these girls getting awards and recognition because you was mad you wasn't getting it.
And be mad at the Grammys.
Too. Like when she was out, I feel like she has this thing where like everybody's trying to get her. Everybody's always against
or everybody copying off of her.
Nobody wants to give me my just due. Everybody's copying off me, but they don't want to say I'm the originator. That's the same shit she did to Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like her and Lil' Kim beef for forever, bro. Whatever. With Nicki Minaj, just give it to the Lord. That's all. Yeah. Is this plugged in? That's plugged into the power.
Yeah.
Okay. You need it. Okay, we need it.
Okay. Yeah. But let's see. Also, this was another good one with the girls because if you're from Alabama, you know who Sissy is because she from Montgomery. Chica versus Suki.
I be forgetting she from Montgomery.
Never in the day would I thought these two bitches passed with a cross, but baby, let me tell you.
Yeah. Shake it again.
Baby.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is Chica told Suki. She said, God bless me with my throat for rap. God blessed you with your throat to pay rent. And I Oh my goodness. Like, that's what I be loving for the back and forth on the internet. When the girls start going tit for tat with each other, I be like, damn, she said that, she said that, they said that. And I don't even, so this all originated from Chica chiming in, but not chiming into the whole Lotto Nikki thing. And Chica just kind of tweeted out, hey, she said, we need better idols. That was it. She didn't say at Nikki. She didn't say Nikki need to be a better role model. She just said we need better idols.
Right.
And then Suki responded saying something, calling her something. And then, baby, it was just the floodgates open. They went live. She went live. Both of them went live. They was going back and forth, talking about how they weren't worried about the other one, and how both of them. What's funny to me is how both folks of them technically body shame, but then they both want to get on the internet and say, you don't want to body shame, but you body shaming me. Y'all both, everybody's body shaming because you as a naturally big woman was talking about a lady who paid to get a BBL and all this, and you as a woman who paid to get a BBL is talking about a woman who naturally big.
Suki is not pretty to me. I know we on here talking about women empowerment. I know everybody loves her because they be like, oh, she says all the things.
She can't rap though.
No. Well, that's everybody. So,
But I'm just saying she can't rap though.
Put that on the list.
I ain't got not one of Suki Hana songs saved, but I got Chica's.
I always remember her because she made that video saying that she sold her soul and like that things were different.
I just remember her OnlyFans shit.
I remember she made that video saying that she had sold her soul to the devil and like I don't know. I guess her life wasn't going right, but honestly, she need a refund because I don't like her.
Not a refund. Hey, devil, let me holler at you for a minute. Can you run me my soul back?
Yeah, you need to go talk to Ursula and see can you get your voice back, sis? Because I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, her image is so like hood rat, like extra.
And the crazy shit is Suki even said that if she could go back, she wouldn't get all that work done.
Yeah, I mean it's not helping. And then also like, yeah, let's just move on from them.
Yeah, they was going back and forth.
I don't like some of the stuff she say is funny. Like when she said she would get Martin Luther King head, like that's kind of funny because he probably was little. But at the same time, get on.
Yeah, it's just some shit she do be too much. Like during the pandemic when she was doing all that OnlyFans shit. And sucking toes and all these, it was just she was doing a lot.
She just nasty.
Yeah, I was saying nasty, and not in a good way. Yeah. Not in a good way. Like, oh, she nasty, but no, like, oh, she nasty.
I'm really good off her, and she don't never the stuff that she be doing is not funny to me. That's another thing. I don't know.
Yeah, anyways. If I was Chica, I wouldn't even got into it with her because they two totally different women. One has class and one don't. We just gonna
but I ain't gonna lie, Chica definitely ate her up like effortlessly.
Chica is one of them ones. Anytime Chica has gotten into it, because I think she had a little beef with somebody else. I can't remember who it was. Chica gonna clear the error. That's one thing Miss Ma'am gonna do is clear the error, or I don't know. Maybe I don't know if her pronouns are her. I'm sorry if I'm you.
I mean, Suki said, girl, mind your business. I can't stand the rain head ass. She always saying something. I mean, but she doesn't always say anything. So.
And still, she didn't really say anything. All she said was, we need better idols. And see, that's what I don't like, because a hit dog gonna always holler. Because I was in a situation like that before, back in the day. It's like, if I say some shit and you feel as if offended, you are that's a you thing. That's not a me thing. Don't come to me trying to check me by some shit I said and I ain't say your name. If you feel attacked, then you feel attacked. But if I ain't say, hey, Suki, we need better idols, then I might not even be talking about you. And now you involving yourself in some shit that don't have nothing to do with you. I don't think
she thought, that's what I'm saying. I don't think she thought she was talking about her. She just did all that when they was doing the Nicki Minaj thing. So I guess everybody felt like she was talking about Nicki Minaj or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so...
Yeah, but still, I'm like, if she wasn't adding Suki, talking to Suki about it, why are you as Suki getting in it? If anybody should say some shit, it should be Nicki. Or somebody. Again.
Right, yeah.
Because Suki was like, you coming to the defense of Lotto, but you coming to the defense of Nicki.
Yeah.
So, anywho... Other beef, Cardi and JT. Now, I don't have a rat's flying ass about where this beef came from because I thought they were all cool, but we should have. So, y'all, if y'all don't know, the Migos broke up. Whatever. Don't know why. it's rumored that, you know, Sweetie was fucking around with Offset and Lil Baby and all this other stuff. I don't know.
I believe maybe Lil Baby, but I don't believe Offset.
I don't believe Offset only because I feel like if
Cardi would have aired that out,
unless it was a threesome situation.
Yeah,
because Cardi will do that. But I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, is a rumor
but she ain't giving me that kind of a like.
Sweetie don't give me that type of energy.
Yeah, she don't. That's what I'm saying.
She don't give me that, like, I'm down for
Sweetie
that.
not really like, and not to say that these girls don't be the little freaky girls, but Sweetie, you know, like, see the girls in them, they really from like the hood.
Yeah.
Sweetie's not that like hood like that. She might have been like living in a certain area, but she
was hood adjacent.
Yeah,
like me. I was hood adjacent, but I ain't never like
you might have been out there, but you wasn't out there.
People knew me, and I knew
you outside, but you ain't really outside.
I was outside, but I wasn't leaving the yard.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, she doesn't really give me those vibes, but that's not to say that she's not doing it.
Yeah, because we don't know,
not doing it now, because, you know, these celebrities get down all real different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think she did that with Offset. That's just my personal opinion.
But this whole the Cardi JT situation, I don't even know.
I thought it was funny.
Where it started.
I thought it was funny how Cardi told her to go fetch, and she called her a lap dog.
Cardi be gathering bitches, and I'm like, do we not? Y'all need to stop acting like Cardi is like not Cardi. Like Cardi, yes, she's rich and she don't want a Grammy, and she, you know, got the cars and all that, but like she is not far removed.
Oh, but I mean, I do like the fact that JT, she's kind of a bully girl.
Oh no, JT you know about that too.
Yeah, so I like how she was like, I hope you don't think you a bully, or like.
Oh no, JT ain't never been no.
I like her. I like her because she's not gonna back down, and I feel like some of the like more established artists need that kind of energy because they feel like they can just. It's like auntie energy, like I was talking about with Nicki. Some people feel like they can just say whatever they want to say to you because they've acquired a certain status, but it's like, bitch.
Tread lightly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but I liked it. I don't really know where theirs came from either. I think I want to say, dang, I was just talking about this the other day.
It had something to do with Nicki, I feel like.
Did it?
I think it had something to do with Nicki, but don't quote me on this. Because I know the Akbar V situation stemmed from, I think, a Nicki comment too. But Cardi cleared that because Akbar did a song
and showed her how to change a pamper.
All I know was Cardi reposted that girl's sex tape when she was sucking that man thing, and she told that man, "Tell me you love me," and that man said, "Keep sucking my dick," and I would have never put that video out in the world. I would have never. As soon as he said that, I would say, "Cut the camera off." Cut the camera.
Yo.
Cut the cameras. She said, "Tell me you love me." That man said, "Keep sucking my dick."
When people don't fight fair, it is so funny.
What? Or what Cardi said? Cardi said, "I'm on the way to get my kids." You don't know nothing about that. Oh. Because if you watch Love and Hip Hop and some of that, y'all know, or if you know Akbar's story, you know, she ain't raised her kids, you know, because she was struggling and other people had a kid. So it was just,
yeah.
This is why I say, don't get into it with nobody if you ain't, because baby, people be
some of these people, they ready to fight. Okay. So that's why you got to be careful when you run in your mouth, because a lot of these people, they have so much aggression. They've been waiting on you at the try them, and so you the right fool that done did it. But
cleared.
I don't know. Now we were saying this earlier. I wonder why they don't do like diss songs anymore,
because they can't rap. I was thinking about that after I said that to you. I was like, if we keep it a book, the reason that a lot of the niggas come out with diss tracks because a lot of the niggas can rap. Like I would love to hear Drake and Pusha T thing.
Do a diss song.
I think JT would kill it, but I also think if Party, because you know Party be writing Cardi raps. If y'all don't know, Party wrote Cardi a diss track. That should go hard.
Party, that's who with Meg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Party be writing Cardi songs. If y'all didn't know, a lot of Cardi songs. That's why he don't be coming out with music for real. He make bags off of writing. Those writing. But that Akbar one, because when she posted that video, I'm telling y'all, when she told that man, "Tell me you love me,"
I would love to see women come out with this song. I would love it.
Yeah, that's how Nikki could get back in her bag.
Yes,
because one thing Nikki could do was come out with a nice little. The last little diss track she did, even though it was fake, was that little song she did. You know, the dun 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 over the Biggie beat. I think that was the old Biggie beat.
But that's like everybody be doing it.
Yeah, that was for play. But yeah, Nikki could clear the era if she did.
She could do
a diss track.
good diss track. I would love to see that. I would love to see one from Meg because she had a little back and forth with Nikki.
I feel like Lotto could come out with a good ass diss track.
Lotto actually a good rapper.
I didn't like her when she was on the rap game, but I like her maturity. You can tell she's like her maturity,
and she got a nice little singing voice.
I don't know about that.
She like how some rapper girls they can't sing at all. I'm sorry, Meg. I'm gonna name you. Yeah, she got a nice little singing voice, or rather, the auto tunes are working.
Okay, I'm about to say,
but you know how like some of them sing their own hook or whatever.
Because usually it's you, but I'm not gonna say that she can sing.
I'm not gonna say she can sing, but I'm saying like her like sing on when she do her own little choruses and stuff. I'ma let you feel me like a thug. That little part, our girl be on key. And that's more than I can say even for Meg. Not from the City Girls.
Well, hell no. We know they can't sing. Jesus.
Nikki's singing voice is good.
Cardi don't be sounding bad.
Because
if you want to sit up here and say Lotto sound decent, Cardi be sounding. Because what was that song Cardi was singing on?
Cardi's not good.
What's that song?
I don't know.
On Invasion of Privacy. She only got one album, so she ain't got many songs. You don't think so?
That's why I didn't say.
I'm not gonna. If we say Lotto, I'm gonna say Cardi can. She can sing too. She got auto-tune. Sprinkle of auto-tune on there.
Because Cardi she has a whine in her voice.
It's nasally.
Because that's how she talk. But Lotto don't have it. So when she sings, she don't have it. So I would say Nicki, Lotto, and Doja Cat.
But Doja Cat is actually a singer.
She can actually. I don't want to say a singer.
Is she not a singer?
I would say Nicki, Lotto, and Doja Cat.
But you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone.
Because not Cardi.
Because then Lizzo a rapper technically.
Okay, well maybe you can add her in there. I can say that. I can see that, but not Cardi. You remember they went in on her when she was on the Summer Walker song.
That song she could not sound good. She did not sound good on. But that one song on Invasion. How does it? The one I want to get married, like the Curry, Steph and Aisha shit, but we more like Belly, Tommy and Keisha shit. She sounded good on the chorus of that. I forgot how the chorus went, but that sounded good. You don't. Dang. Okay.
So next.
I'm gonna let you talk about this because you sent me the video about this.
So I saw this video online where this lady, she was talking about she was dealing with the fact of she thinks she's the ugly friend because when she and her friends go out, she is not approached by men. So I wanted to talk about that. And I know a lot of times, like when you're in a group of women or, you and your friends go out or whatever, y'all hanging out, y'all drinking and doing whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel like there's always like that one friend or the two friends or whoever who always get approached. So you already know like they gonna excuse me, or like somebody gonna come up by them a drink, handle them, whatever. But for the girls who aren't like that, have you ever felt like that? And I would love to hear from the girls who always get approached too and be like, how does that feel? Or like, do you feel some kind of way if you notice your friends aren't being approached?
So I've lived on both sides. When I was like younger, like middle school, high school, I definitely feel like I could say that I got approached more than my friends at the time. But now I don't get approached that much when I go out. And I don't take it, like when I was younger, I think I took it more internally, but that was just because I didn't have the, self-love for myself and the confidence for myself to know that like, just because somebody don't come up to tell you pretty don't mean you're not pretty. Like it just might not be your night. And now, like we were talking about in the text messages, to be honest, majority of the time when I go out, it don't even be nobody there that I want to come up to me. So I be actually happy that don't nobody come up and talk to me because majority of the time it be a bunch of ugly dudes or just men that aren't my type, aren't for me, don't float my boat.
Nigga, that's my type.
So I don't know. I wouldn't say I suffer from ugly friend syndrome, but okay. I will say I do suffer from not having a fat ass syndrome because majority of my friends, besides me, have fat asses. I'm the smaller ass in the group. So, like, when I go out with you and Shannon, sometimes I do be like, damn, I got my little booty, and now you got these big old humongous booties. They ain't gonna want me because my booty small.
Humongous booty?
Ain't nothing wrong with a humongous booty, a juicy booty, a big fat booty. You know, I ain't got that. Okay, I ain't got it.
But
so
you're pretty.
I will say, like, that be in the back of my head because, you know, thick is in. No, nothing wrong with that.
First of all, you had a booty. You just lost weight.
Y'all niggas stress me.
So,
and he left to this day.
That's really that.
I'm mad to this day. That's why I'm trying to get in a relationship. So, because when I get happy again, when I'm and I'm eating them off and I'm fucking, baby, that ass be juicy. It be juicy. But see, y'all niggas don't want to act right, so y'all don't want to feed me, nor do y'all want to fuck me. So,
yeah, because when we was in Allen class, you had some thighs on
if you knew me around pre-pandemic, pre-2020. I was about 185, baby, and I didn't look
body.
I was giving, but yeah, I'm back to my slim self. But I don't have ugly friends syndrome. I don't feel that, but I do sometimes.
I thought you saying you had ugly friends. I don't have any.
I don't have ugly friends either, but I don't know because I think that's also subjective because I've had friends also at points in my life where other people didn't find them attractive and they would say, "Oh, that your friend ugly or something." But to me, it's not like you just ain't. They ain't no type. Like everybody, I have literally seen people that I never thought would have a partner get a partner. So it's like people just ain't, they type.
Somebody that is for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't have any ugly friends. I feel like all my friends are so pretty and like so put together. You know what I'm saying? Like even you and I, like we very much hair and makeup girls. Yeah. Not on here. But
y'all catch me.
Y'all, we recording this on Tuesday.
Y'all need to be glad you get a damn episode every week.
But if you see me outside of here, maybe. Mm-hmm. But no, like I feel like all my friends are pretty. Have I ever suffered from this? Absolutely. When I was younger, like I would say in high school, even in college, I felt like all my friends were so like pretty. Not that I didn't think I was pretty, but it's just like when you're standing next to a bunch of like bad bitches, sometimes you just feel like, I don't know.
Sometimes you feel like you got to step
I'm not the bad bitch in the group. You know what I'm saying? So like I have friends that like no matter what, no matter where we are, they're going to be approached. Yeah. And so at the time, I don't think that it like, I think it only became noticeable to me when like I wanted to be dating and like, I would be like, like nobody... But I feel like I looked cute and then I would like internalize it. Like maybe it's something I'm doing or like something that I'm giving off. Yeah. Like maybe I'm not
the aura you
super approachable, which I've heard that before. I'm not super approachable or whatever. But once I
don't be understanding that because what the fuck that mean?
I don't know either.
What does an approachable woman look like?
Yeah. But once I got older, I feel like, and I was more confident in myself because it could have been that I just wasn't carrying myself well. Not like I didn't look good, but like my self-confidence. Maybe I wasn't like standing out like that, I guess, or like, walking with my head up and my shoulders back. But I feel like now that I've gotten older, and hell, I'm with somebody, I get approached more now than probably even when I was younger. But I
kind of agree with the girl in the video when she said I get approached more on social media. I think like people definitely be in my DMs a lot more than I would say. Like literally, I can see people out. And a nigga DM you and be like, yeah, I saw you at the da-da-da. Well, why you didn't come the fuck up to me then and say, hey, da-da-da-da-da. You literally looked me up to follow me, to DM me, instead of just coming up to me in person.
Yeah. That's happened to me before. That's happened to me a few times. I don't know. That's always weird to me because now when I see you in person, I'm not gonna speak. So we're gonna just keep playing this game or whatever.
To me, that's like already kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say I want to say red flag. Yeah, but it's just like, why were you so scared to come up to me in person? But you wasn't weirded out to look me up and follow me and then DM me. to literally say.
Or even if I've had somebody be like, "Oh, I asked someone about you," and then they DM me, but they saw me in person. But you could have just came up to me then. That's also weird.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
ugly friend syndrome. I ain't felt ugly in a long time. Like since I've been in my 20s, really honestly, I haven't felt ugly. Really honestly, probably since I graduated high school, I haven't really felt ugly. But like I said, I do be feeling insecure sometimes about like my body as a whole, just because like I know there's trends in the world, and I know right now we on the trend of, you know, more
legs and
hips and body, and you know, not saying I don't got no body, because I got a little something, but it's just like with social media and TV, it's just like once you see this certain image being perpetuated everywhere, it's just kind of like, oh, you kind of be like, well, I don't.
How do I fit?
I ain't got the waist this big and the ass this big. You know, that's just I ain't got it. I ain't got it on me.
I mean, I feel you, because I feel like on my end, even though I am a thick girl, like being thick is always something that I'm self-conscious about, because like I've been like had an ass like my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I was like younger in school, I developed like early or whatever. So I feel like I always was very like hyper aware of the fact that I had like hips and a body. Because you know, when I think, and I don't know if this is just a Black community thing, but usually when you start like developing early, people think like you're having sex early.
Oh yeah, they be like, you must be having sex, or somebody's spread.
Yeah, like you're doing something crazy. So I feel like then when it became like known to me, because you know, when you a kid, you just live your life.
You literally wake up one day and you got titties. No, like that's seriously. Not like real talk. As a woman,
seriously,
you go to bed on Monday with a cup or no cup.
Seriously,
and you wake up on Tuesday and you got C cups, and you be like,
I ain't lying.
Why do I feel so heavy?
I literally never. I don't think I ever had a training bra. I think I woke up one day. I know I had like.
I think I had a little training bra, but it wasn't none of it. It was just like a little, you know. Oh, I don't know if you know, but you know, sometimes we wear them little bralettes, just to feel like we was, you know.
I got a brown,
you know, but it wasn't nothing filling it up.
Bro,
I might as well have.
I don't think I ever had that. Like, I think my mom, it got to a point where she was like, "Okay, you need a little brown."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so she bought me like some little sports bras or whatever, so I would wear those. And then one day it was like, okay, so we're gonna get you some bras, and that was just it. You know what I'm saying? And then I have titties now.
Yeah, look,
it just kind of went like that. So I feel like when you're a young girl that develops early, other people make you so like hyper aware of your body,
and they hypersexualize.
It kind of like makes you feel self-conscious, because I always used to feel like if like boys were looking at me, because I would hear like different comments, or I had to be a certain way, or like I could
even
wear
clothes.
Yeah, like I can wear certain things. And so now I feel like as I'm older and I'm not like a small girl, my weight is probably one of the things I'm most self-conscious about, and probably like my cheeks. But I don't know. I can't say that I feel like the ugly friend, but I have felt like, dang, like nobody comes up to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Aisha Curry, she had that whole interview and she was talking about how like it's not that she wants other men to like say something to her, but she just wants to feel like sexy.
Yeah.
Like how other men, like knowing other men might like her or whatever, that makes her feel.
Knowing she still got it.
Yeah. Like I feel like that sometimes.
I think I'm in this season right now. Right now I'm in this season of like, I really do be questioning like what energy, like what, not like me physically, but really what intentions and what energy am I putting out there with the men that I'm trying to date?
Yeah.
Because, I went on a date this weekend, y'all.
Oh, how was that?
6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. And I don't know if it's because I'm really like, and I honestly think it's because I know what I want. Like, I think I'm very, because I think I read a post about that, and they say when you really know what you want, then everything that's not that, you're like, gonna not, like, you're literally gonna push it away. And I think that's why I'm in the space, because it's like, I want a man who cares from day one. I don't want you to have to like get to know me to give a fuck about me, if that makes sense. Like, I just want you to give a fuck because you say, oh, I met her, I'm pursuing her, and I want you to give a fuck because you're pursuing me. You shouldn't have to be like invested already to then give a fuck.
So what is giving a fuck?
I think that like across the board. Okay, for instance, so this might be TMI, but Mother Nature is visiting me right now currently, and she been whooping my ass.
I feel
she been whooping the fuck out my ass. And like the guy I went on the date with, I texted him and I said, you know, he asked me how I was doing. I said, you know, I'm okay, but I'm really having a bad day. Not today, but this was yesterday. I texted him and let him know I was having a bad day. I was like, I'm really just like having a very bad period day. And he was like, oh, well, I don't know how I can help you, but I hope you feel better. And it's just kind of like, but then you got sisters and you got a mama and all this. So you done been around periods before. You done seen bitches cramp. You know, it's just like, care about me. And I'm not saying, okay, you can obviously make my period stop. No, but if you are trying to pursue me and you care about me and you're trying to, you know, be like, oh, I don't know how I can help you, but how can I help you?
Oh, bring me something to eat.
You know, or yeah, like, or ask me, how can I help you? I don't know what to do in a situation, but I want you to feel better. How can I help you? Do you need some tea? Do you need a Tylenol? Would you like some chocolate? Do you want me to bring you ice cream? Oh, do you need me to come rub your back? Like, and I know that some of that it comes from people caring, but it's like to be like, oh, I don't know how to help you. I know I can't help you, whatever. Like, it's just like to me, this was when I told you I wasn't feeling good, you basically responded with this. And if you doing me like this, I'm never gonna give you no pussy. You ain't gonna get not a slit, not an inch of coochie from me, because I like, again, it's like I want you to care before. Like, I shouldn't have to fuck you to care, or I shouldn't have to talk to you for 3 months for you to give a fuck.
It shouldn't be like transactional.
Yeah.
It's fucked up that it is. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. And I don't know if that's me wanting like the impossible.
Just to be considerate. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Or for instance, like he planned the day and he said we were going to go to Olive Garden and go to the movies to see Bullet Train. Great. I told him, I said, Olive Garden on a Sunday. I'm going to let you know, it's Olive Garden on Sunday. It's going to be packed now. Yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. We got there and it was an hour wait. And he was like, dang, I didn't even know it was going to be like that. I told you it was going to be like that.
Yeah, that's typical man shit though.
And then you told me we was going to go see Bullet Train, but then when you pick me up, you like, oh, well, I got tickets to the Woman King. I've seen the Woman King, so now you didn't wasted your money. And if you would have asked
why did he get the Bullet Train? Why didn't he get the Bullet Train?
He was like, I thought we would like Woman King better. Which, okay, cool, but ask me that first. Like, say, hey, you know, because you told me we were going to see Bullet Train.
Maybe he was trying to
had not seen
surprise you or something. Yeah.
Don't do that on the first date. Let's stick to whatever the plan was.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the plan.
Yeah. It was a nice gesture.
But then it turned around and burnt you, like,
it was a nice
in
gesture.
Your face because now I'm turned off.
Just been like more considerate, I guess. Yeah. Also, I feel like times like that with men, those are your times to really like earn points. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if a lot of guys think about it in that way. Like, that's your time. Because where the niggas at that like to feel needed? Because I thought that was like a whole thing where like men like to feel needed.
Let me tell y'all something.
They don't like independent women. And so like when somebody needs your ass to bring some camel soup over there, where you at?
One of the things that attracted me to the dude that I was talking to earlier this year, and as much as he everything, and if you see this face, I said you be days, and it didn't. And it didn't bother me. They didn't bother me because from the first date, like from the first conversation we had, he cared about my well-being. He cared about like what was best for me. Like, and it wasn't about buying things and doing these things, but it was the energy he put forth. Again, that had to do with my well-being. It's like, oh, you never got flowers on the first date? Just in conversation, because we had a conversation, brought flowers to the first date. Oh, you never celebrated Valentine's Day? Oh, Valentine's Day was last week, but let me bring you some candy because we going out this week.
That's what I'm talking about.
And guess what? He got pussy right after the date. I'm not saying if you do that, you're going to get pussy, but what I'm saying is, when you put forth the effort, then it gets returned back to you.
I think too with social media, because and obviously we talked about this on here before, but I think because on social media you see a lot of the like extravagant gifts and like so much talk about money and things like that. I don't think men think or know, I don't know, that we like the small things. Like just small gestures to show that you're like listening to me and that you give a fuck. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on my period. Why don't you bring me something to eat? Ask me like, you want something to eat? Come over and eat it with me. Get takeout, eat it with me. You know what I'm saying? And then we can like, just talk or something. Or I can meet you somewhere and we can just go get something chill to eat. Or like, she said she never had flowers. Bring the flowers. Like, I don't know, y'all. I honestly don't know what to say about me. And I can't say that my boyfriend was like that when we first met, because honestly, when we first met, we were like kind of more friends. Like when we first met, he did approach me on some like, trying to talk to me shit, but it didn't really happen like that. Cause unbeknownst to me, he was kind of like dealing with a situation, and then I was kind of doing my own thing. So it wasn't really like, we met and then got together. It took a long time. And in that time, we were like friends. So I think we had all those conversations and we were like comfortable. So when we really did decide to like date, it was easier. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he always got it right, because he didn't. Yeah.
Agree. I mean, I know you talk. Well, I know y'all don't know, but I know.
Yeah, he didn't. She told me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of times I was just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like.
But I would say, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he still always started off on a good foot. He didn't start off on like the wrong foot. He didn't like begin with doing some dumb shit.
No, he didn't begin with doing no dumb. And even the stuff he did wasn't like dumb shit. It was just like, he did that.
It's like more like you don't know me yet.
Yeah, shit. Like we were rooting for you and you did that. Like I remember, and this was before we were like actually together, but we were like talking very heavy. And it was like Valentine's Day, and I called him or something and I told him Happy Valentine's Day. No, I texted him and I said Happy Valentine's Day, and he was joking, but it went funny to me. It went funny, ha ha. It was funny.
Not funny, ha ha. Okay. But funny, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, for real. And he gonna say, oh, I guess I should say it bad.
Or you ain't gotta never worry about hearing it from me again.
Yeah, and then I ain't say nothing bad. And he was texting me and all, I ain't say shit. And so I guess he got convicted and he called one of his friends. And his friend brought it up. His friend was like, oh, what you and Jessica doing Valentine's Day? He was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I don't know why niggas think Valentine's Day don't mean shit.
And then later on, he like turned it around and like got me a gift and we went out to dinner and stuff.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You always gotta keep one.
But you know what I'm saying? Pocket. No, but he didn't start off like doing everything well. I feel like we're in such a great spot where he's just very considerate.
I'm willing to give space to learn each other, but again, it's like don't start off on the wrong. Yeah, but like let's put forth some effort. Let's try to do our best. Like, and again, this is not discrediting Homeboy, because I think it was a decent day. That's why I say 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. But it's like, for one, I told you Olive Garden was gonna be packed. I told you. And then he had the nerve, and maybe this is me, because I've lived life a little bit. I know everybody ain't lived the life I didn't live. But then you say, well, I called to see if Olive Garden would let me make reservations. Baby, Olive Garden don't do no reservations. Olive Garden ain't never did, won't do it. It's Olive Garden.
Baby.
It's Olive Garden. You might as well be going to Logan's, Longhorn. They don't do reservations at those type of places.
They don't do reservations.
This is not Ruth Chris. It's not Texas de Brazil. It's not even fucking Perry's. It's Olive Garden. Okay. And then that was a turn off to me because I don't know. And again, this is
that ain't bad. Cause I get turned off by. Let's talk about it. I know we at 59
I'm not
minutes,
a bougie girl. I am a bougie girl. But I'm attracted.
The name of the
I'm
show.
attracted to men who have lived life, who have lived a certain life, and who can live
same kind of level a little bit,
and who can like who. I don't want to. I don't want this to come across rude or disrespectful, but I don't want to have to pull no nigga up to my level. I'm just gonna be honest, and I don't want to have to explain certain shit to you. I don't want to have to like just at this point in my life, like just at the point where I'm at now, like. I don't want you to not know that Olive Garden don't do reservations. I need you to already know that, boo. Because first of all, I don't even eat Olive Garden like that, and I already know that.
I hate Olive Garden.
I ain't been to Olive Garden in years.
I'll be honest, it's nasty.
I ain't been to Olive Garden I honestly think
it's nasty.
If I'm being 100, I don't think I would have been to Olive Garden in person. I think I might have did like an online order or something. Mm-hmm. I ain't been to Olive Garden.
Be fucking it up.
But I ain't sat down in an Olive Garden, I think, since my damn last relationship.
Oh, I don't know when last time I've been.
That's what I'm saying. So even that, because I wanted to let him lead. You know, I be trying to listen to y'all and not, be the woman that I am and let the man lead, let him plan the date, don't tell him da 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 da. Because I would never go to no Olive Garden.
I hate Olive Garden.
I really want to tell him I don't want to go to Olive Garden, but I didn't want to be like that because
girl.
Y'all be in the D bitches complain about nobody want to take them on a date, then you offer to take them on a date and they get mad. So I wanted to be flexible, but we didn't even eat the fucking Olive Garden because it was an hour away, and he had pre-bought the tickets for the Woman King that I had already seen that he did not communicate with me about. So then we just went to a fucking Mexican restaurant, and like,
ain't nothing wrong with that either.
And it's not, but it's just like you told me a certain plan, and you know how I am about my plans. Just cook.
Oh yeah, you are one of those people. I don't care about that because I know you're paying for it.
Beggars can't be choosers, so I still ate the Mexican food and I had a good time and I watched the Woman King for a second time. So it's
it was where y'all was at in
Hoover? No, we was over here. It was over there, like you going the back way up Lorna Road. And it was like a little Mexican restaurant across the street from is it a Circle K or something?
Oh, okay.
It's like going up this road back there, like Best Buy. Okay. It's like a little Mexican restaurant in the cut.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
If you want what you want.
I want what I want. And I don't know. I feel like I sound like the girl in Princess Diaries where she's like, I just want that foot popping kiss. I want the spark. It don't be
giving.
Again, and it's not to compare to the guy I used to talk to, but it just when I met him, it was the energy. It was like
that grown man energy different from the young nigga.
That grown man energy. That's what the fuck I like. That's what attracts me. That's what turns me on. That's what gets the blood boiling. That like when I know I'm with you and shit is handled.
Okay, I think when it pertains to talking to people who maybe haven't experienced life the same way you had, I'm not totally gonna say I wouldn't talk to nobody who was like that, but I would have to talk to somebody who at least had some sense, who was in a place where they were trying or they wanted to do things or whatever. So that way, when y'all experience stuff, it could be y'all experiencing it for the first time together.
Yeah.
Because I think that's fun. Me and Thomas, he never been in a helicopter, and it's a lot of stuff that he know that I haven't done. So when we go places or whatever, it's a lot of stuff where it's his first time doing it, and it's my first time doing something else. So it's fun. So I ain't mad at that. But I don't like when
certain shit you should know.
Yeah, certain stuff you should know, but I ain't mad at it if because you can't help. You sometimes
you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Olive Garden ain't never did reservations.
But nah, some people family is they like Olive Garden. You know what I'm saying?
Which is fine.
But my family is a little uppity, and we don't too much food with Olive Garden like that. So it's not.
It's just not knowing Olive Garden didn't do reservations.
I don't too much really do that. You know what I'm saying? Or my family's a very much like a cookout thing, and we cook our own damn food or something. So some people just don't know. Yeah, some people just don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah.
I just like that grown man energy. If you watch this,
like the grown man energy.
I don't hate men. I know that's a thing that apparently y'all get from me, but I don't. I love men. I love black men. But I do like men. Emphasis on the men, like a man, not a little boy. I want a man.
Yeah.
And that man energy, that's what attracts me. That's what makes me get right. That's what shut me up.
I like when men make decisions. I like when people make decisions and they 10 toes down on it. We're going here. We're doing that. Let's do this.
I like a nigga who just,
you know what I'm saying?
I
like that.
What's the word? He just,
he
exists. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's certain niggas, they just exist.
Yeah.
And it's, you meet them and it's just, you be like,
daddy.
You can't put your finger on it, but that nigga, and it's just like for instance, it's this nigga I used to date, and we didn't work out like in the dating world, but he's a really good friend of mine. And like, he's a real nigga. Like, and if you met him, you would understand what I'm saying. But it's just like I told him about the fiasco of a fucking trip I went on, and just off the pure cuff that I had experienced the inconvenience, this man sent me money and he's like, go get your nails done. Like, that's what the fuck I'm like. It's not about the money. Don't give me more. It's the gesture that it means. It's like you were inconvenienced, you were stressed, you felt anxiety. Let me do what I can do to take that off of you.
Yeah. And them kind of men gonna always have a few women.
And that's why he ain't gonna never get cut off. He ain't gonna never get cut off.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gonna never
them kind of men gonna always have somebody. A lot of y'all can learn from these old heads.
And he ain't even that old. He like 33. And again, it's not about the money, because I know y'all hear us talking. Y'all be like,
it's not about the money. It's the energy.
It's the energy. It's the thought.
You know how like when women get like the most random things. I saw these posts today. It was like, I get turned off if a nigga head shape wrong. I be like that too.
No, I'm about that when it comes to teeth and lips and like the whole face in general. I tell people all the time, I'm shallow.
Yeah,
I cannot be with no ugly man. Now I don't mind no medium ugly man, because I don't want no too pretty. Sometimes y'all be too fine. I don't need that. But I can't. I'm shallow. You need to be somewhere. And if you medium ugly, your body is tight. If you medium ugly, you got a 6-pack at least. If you see me messing with a medium ugly dude, just know, dick big and a body tight. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. If you see me with a nigga, you like, what is I mean? Just know the dick big and a body tight, because I'm a sucker for visual. I like if I can. What she doing, Medea? 2, 4, 6. That's how I be. I love me a nigga in the gym. Am I in the gym? No, but I love me a nigga in the gym. And we can just wrap it up on that.
Yeah,
we can wrap it up.
And that's that on it.
And that's that on it.
Y'all, thank you so much for watching as always. We're gonna try to go on and end this, because once it gets to be too long, YouTube be acting funny.
The takeaway from today's episode is just live in your essence.
Live in your essence. Bitches be arguing.
Kanye crazy as fuck.
In the gym. Kanye crazy. Stay prayed up.
And you are not the ugly friend. That's the title of this episode.
Boom. You are not the ugly friend.
You are not the ugly friend. It just ain't your time, and them ain't your nigga. Because sometimes it depends on the spot too.
Yeah, because some girl. Now you know what? That's true. Because you might not pull somebody at what's a ghetto club? Platinum
or Sky. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Oh,
Sky used to be that place.
But you might pull them in safe room
or crew. And then sometimes like for instance, I ain't gonna lie, I realized that like older men, like them 35 and up men, they like women that they got that older woman body. I ain't gonna lie. So if you know, like me, most older men don't like me. I look young. I look like a child to them. Like,
and sometimes that don't be mattering. They just like
they don't matter. But
a lot of times the older dudes, I notice before they approach you, you've been at the club a while.
Yeah.
So they've watched you.
Or
they see how you
done been there a couple times, like the last few weeks.
They see how you carrying yourself, how you move. Like they see, oh, she ain't really doing too much in here. A lady, I know y'all hate to go there. But it really be the home training of it all. And if you're not doing that, they approaching you on that other time. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Anyway, y'all.
And we're gonna end on that, y'all.
Yeah. Bye.
For real, we're gonna really end. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on all our platforms, and make sure you follow Jessica at
Jessie Monique. Jesse underscore Monique, actually. JESSI_MONIQUE. 2 E's on Twitter.
And then make sure you follow me at therealabaniayanna on Instagram, and then at _abaniayanna_ on Twitter. And we will catch y'all in the next episode.
Bye. Follow us on TikTok.
Yes, follow us and like all this stuff.
Please.